Hi everyone, welcome finally to a day, on a first day on the River Doon, fishing actually. It's the 21st of April. I've been down probably 4 times, one to look at the river before the trout season started, and the other 2 or 3 times was just, the river was too big. I come down hoping that it was clear or whatever. We haven't, I mean, to be honest, the river hasn't dropped below. I mean, I've seen it at a foot a couple of times, but on days that I couldn't fish. This is actually the first day I've got 2 days I can fish on the river, and just the way it's worked this season. It's been probably one of the, I hate to say it, one of the wettest beginnings we've had in a long time. But then it is April, and famous for showers. And certainly plenty of showers, plenty of wind. That was the issue as well. So we'll finally get a day. You may see the odd spit of rain going on the camera because it is spitting. Yesterday was a lovely day, and it's actually perfect, but I couldn't fish that day. So anyway, we're here, that's the main thing. Hopefully we get a hatch of flies. I mean, I'd like to have been out a bit earlier, but it's 6 minutes to 12. This is the warmest part of the day. I usually like to get here at least at 11 at this time of the year, or even earlier, maybe 10 o'clock. Would have been plenty of time to look at the river, see what's happening. But looking at the gauge, we're only maybe 4 inches above a kind of normal level, and it looks spot on. And it's been a long time since the river's been this height. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get down to the dam area. I mean, I'm not going to get a chance to fish all the river. I'm going to just pick an area. I'm going to fish the dam area and up into this where I was looking down on the river. So we'll see how we go. I see another tree down. God, the last time I was here, or the time I filmed anyway, we had 5 trees in the river. That's how windy it's been. Gosh, look at this. I wonder, was that the one that was in the river, or is that's another one? Well, that'll be the one's Tina. I mean, that was an old tree, and it's gone. So there, that's how windy it's been. Even I think it was the 3rd of March I came out, 3rd or 4th, and that tree's come down since then. And that's a big old tree. What a year, what a beginning. Anyway, there's a lot of work to sort that one out. It's a good job it fell this way and not in the river, because that would have blocked the full width of the river. Jeez. There we are, folks. That's the kind of year we've had. So I mean, it's actually, the leaves are coming on it even though it's down. We've lost the hut. The hut's gone. There's a wee metal hut there was where we could get shelter if we needed it. Anyway, it doesn't look destroyed, it just looks that it's been obviously flattened. I think what I'll do is we'll get at the gate here, and I usually get in at the stile, but I'll go in here so I can see the river. But anyway, we're here. So we can celebrate the fact that we're even on the river. This is a good bit as well. That was a bit of cover for this pool, that tree. But anyway, just nature for you. And there she is, there's the river. This is where I would normally go down, be here. This is a good area in here. I'm just looking, see if I can see any fly. It's the warmest part of the day you're looking at. So what I'll probably do is, if I want to fish, if I see fish moving, I'll just stick to dries, but nothing happens, I'll come up in this run and fish all the way down through with some wets. Kind of a mixture between wets and nymphs, we'll see. That's what I like to do at this time of the year, so. So I see there's no sign of any fly life yet, so I'll head down. Okay, now what I've got on here is basically the fly I've just got on YouTube. This is a double winged Doon, basically olive Doon. I've got the synthetic fibre with the natural CDC fibre, size 14. Now I've actually seen some olives coming off and I've seen a fish move since I started. Now the rod, everybody asked me the rod I'm using. This is my Cadence 9-foot 4-weight. I've got a tapered leader down to 5x, and this is just a 4-pound cast, tapered obviously. Right folks, we just came down a wee bit there. It's just the bottom of the pool. I'm just working along the edge here. I'm going to try behind the stone here. I'm staying on the water. I don't need to get in the water. Look, there's no really need. If you don't need to get in the water, don't go in. You can see from here. These fish will come right close in, as long as you're not. This time of year they're not too bad, fish. I'm just going to work in this area. As I say, it's very good to get out. It's been a long winter and things have not been as, they hadn't a good start, but this is what you get sometimes. You don't always get great starts. Last year the first day out was the 3rd of April. This year it's the 21st, so that shows you the difference. It's been a long 2 or 3 weeks waiting to come out. I mean, I would have come out in March if the weather hadn't changed completely. I've just had one storm after the other, and the river hasn't settled. And every time I've had a chance to come, the river's been too high. I've not got too long a leader on. I'm working with a short leader, well, just a 9-foot tapered leader. Normally I usually add a good 2 or 3 feet as I tip it, and I may do that way, putting on a nymph off the bend of the dry, we'll see. I have seen 1 or 2 olives coming off. I've seen a fish rise just in here. He hasn't come back up, and to be honest with you, I haven't seen an olive since it came up. But we'll see if we can rise a trout. Just working along the edge here. I'm not going to go too far out. there's an olive there, just I don't even see it, but so what we want to see. I mean, I could go down with some wets and some nymphs, which I may do, like, depends on how things go. If we don't get a decent enough hatch, then it's the only way. You've got to have the methods. You've got to be able to change the suit, especially if you want to catch fish anyway. Try a wee bit closer to me. It's surprising how much these fish will come a foot or two to pick a fly up. They'll sit out just into the fast water, and then they'll see a dun in the slower edge and they'll come in and take it. So you've got to try it. I mean, that's the trigger for them to take the fly sometimes. It's not always over the top, or where you expect fish to lie. They will come for a fly. They're not, I mean, they're hungry. Fish are, it's nature. Oop. I don't want to go down with, I want to try and get them on the dries, so I could fish a nymph off the bend, which is, if it doesn't pick up, I'll do it. If the hatch doesn't come too much anyway. And this is just a quick cast to see what's happening. Because while you're fishing, you see things that you wouldn't if you were walking by. Jeez, I've seen nothing since I was setting up. It's maybe worthwhile going a walk. I'll give this a wee, I'll give it a quick cast just to see what's happening, and nothing's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a walk to just around the bend here, and see if there's anything in the slacker water. See if there's any hatching. You've got to be in the right area. I mean, flies hatch in the faster water they come up, and then they start to drift down, and the fish start to pick them off. But we'll give us a wee quick walk. It's my first time in the water there, so it's always best to have a wee quick, if you've got the time, to have a look around. Okay, we've got down a wee bit. It's a wee dun coming off there. Fish here lie along the wall. They'll rise in the middle. If the flies, they'll come to the flies. If they're in the middle of the river, they'll go to them. But here, any fly will drift along the edge of the wall. And there's a wee dun coming off there. I mean, the main flies you'll see spring olives. All the And the March Browns, I haven't seen a March Brown yet, so which are very distinct, a bit huge in comparison, practically double the size of the olives. Near enough by looking, the wing could be a good inch, and a good sized fly. Fish are always sometimes wary of taking them for some reason, but once they're enough, they always take them. They'll take the nymph, the emerger, more times than the dry. As I say, it's still, what time is it? It's 20 past 12. Best hat times usually now onwards, if you're going to get a hatch. And I give a wee cast under the tree here. This is always a good area for trout to lie, just under this. A quick false cast or two to dry my fly. Just letting it swing under the tree. And try up under, oops, closer to the wall on the far side there. So let's swing out. Sometimes these fish will have a grab at a fly that's skating, much like a fly would do if it was trying to, once it hatches, it'll get off the water as soon as it can, head towards the trees. Just keep searching. No sign of anything to encourage me to stay here, so I may go back up. If I saw fish or more fly, I would stay, obviously, but I'm not seeing anything at all, so I'm going to work my way back up and then have a look, see what's happening, because I don't want to miss the hatch. It's very easy to be in the wrong area when this time of the year. You're just round the corner from a good hatch of flies, and no, I think we'll go up. We'll just move up. It's always good to have a wee quick walk down, see what's happening. Okay everyone, well, conditions are not get worse really, and we've got a bit more rain. Nothing's happening. I've stood here for the last good 5 minutes or more, not seen a fly coming off. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to I was going to fish in here, but I'm going to actually go back down to where I started earlier and see if I can pick up a fish. I mean, it's the only place I've seen a fish move, and so I'm going to head down, and then I'm going to come back up here and I'll fish this. So what I've done, I've changed to, I've got March Brown on, Dynamite Harry, and I've got a wee Tungsten bead. It's only 2mm. It's just a wee olive pattern I like to use. It's actually the one I caught the salmon on last year. I thought I'd lost the fly, but I actually got it. I've got one of them anyway. So, but I had a lot of trout on it. It's a great trout fly. It's a really good pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the bottom of the run and then fish up. See if we can pick any fish up. And it's actually, yesterday was one of the nicest days we've had this year. And I thought the day was going to end up much the same, but it's not. Just what happens. You can't pick the weather. Oop. The day, you can get the day, but just don't know. But anyway, we'll give this a go. I'm going to come down a bit. And all I've done is I've tied the, oh, right below a tree there, never. Just bit to get in. I'm just going to, much harder to cast with nymph. The tungsten, for all it is, the difference. Usually that'll get down. It's about 4 foot off the back of the, oh there's olives there. A couple of olives hatched there. Using the dry dropper as they call it, but the dry is still working as a dry. I mean, I'd prefer to fish something that's going to catch the fish as much as presenting them. And let's go check my leader here. Now, while I was actually getting into checking my leader there because there was a, I don't know what was wrong. But I'm just double checking it, but while I did that, a fish rose right in front of me. So I'm just right there, so did I go at and all of it was coming off, it missed it. So it did. It's the second fish I've seen rise. Oh. It was really close as well, so that should cover it. Get back up. Try it a wee bit closer. I mean, you just don't know at this time of year. I mean, the rain was just spitting, but now it's slowly get heavier. I mean, the fly will still hatch, but they're not hatches if you get a bit of sun. The sun's certainly encouraged fly life to come off. It helps them dry their wings, it helps them obviously take off. This that fish there. Oh, there you go. I was going to say there, that fish is not. Oh, jeez, that's a good fish there. Did you see? Hopefully we caught that in camera. I took the nymph obviously, just in front of that stone. That was a good trout. Ah, oh, dear. I don't know if the camera picked that up. You never know, because it came at the very end of the, just when I was ready for coming off. That'd probably been the fish that rose. It was a good trout, that. It was a good pound in that fish. Anyway. Well, the first fish hooked and first fish lost. But here you go. And that took the nymph. I'm really in an awkward area because I haven't got a proper back cast. because there's a tree right beside me. But we'll work our way up. Hopefully might catch another one. I'm desperate to try and tie the far side there, just to see if there's anything close to the wall, but I'm keeping my eye out for any sign of a fish moving. But that was a nice trout. Took me just in there. Next time. A nice fly coming off there. When you're fishing this sort of style of fly, of between the dry and the nymph, fish can come out of anywhere. I mean, I'm sure I had a wee swirl there. Wasn't sure, but then we'll come up and look at the dry and it's turned away. So they're not really on anything. I thought it was a wee take there. Just keep in contact with your line when you fly. So yeah, try and not get excuse me, slack line. Oh, jeez. The fish came straight up as that fly hit the water. Taking my dry there. Try again. Very close as well. Or maybe that was the fish that rose. It wasn't as big as the fish I lost there. Like it was good. Oh, there we go. Again, this is going to be my first fish of the season. Well, it's taking the dry fly, so that's why your dry droppers. There you go, folks. There you are. Obviously wet your hand. Just allow the fish to settle. Lovely trout. These are wild fish, so there we are. I took the March Brown. Well, we're off. Lost one, got one. And so the fish are keen to take if the fly, especially that one there, that fly just dropped on its nose. Oh, folks. Gonna get a drookin, as they say. Oh, there's a trout there, right close. One rose really, really close. I mean, right in the slack water there. I don't know what size it was like, but it was a fish. That's the main thing. I may go up to, as I say, I was going to go up under the trees up there, see if there's anything up there, and I'll do that because there's really not much happening here. Okay, you can see it's still raining. Rain picked up again, and I'm slowly working my way up. I've not seen any. There's one wee trout have a go at a fly, about a foot of water below me, and that was it. So I'm just going to work my way up under the trees and just see. This pool holds some really nice fish. Gosh, there's a big march brown. It's good to see them. Big fly coming off. There's kind of disturbance there, so there's probably a stone below the water there. So I'll cast above it, hopefully. Maybe a fish just lying the other side of it. Line the dry fly. Always give some false casting just to bring your dry back up. Yeah, I'm just going to back cast up into the pool and dry my fly at the same time. The rain's picking up again. It's getting to the point where I might just fish some wets because of it. I really need to get more studs on my boots. Oh, there's a fish. Just saw a nice fish rise. That looked like a good fish as well. I need to... That's the first fish I've seen in a while. And he's rising where I would expect to see him. Okay, let's go cast in front of me here. I'm going to dry use my Amadou. It's not too wet, I mean it's not. Dry my fly. I'm going to make sure it's really up. Especially if I know, I mean there's not many, to see a fish rising, you want to give yourself as much chance to catching it as possible. A wee bit more floating on. The rain's eased a wee bit. I'm not near the fish it was, the fish is over there. So it's, I'm going to work my way up to it. Oh. Oh, he's up again. He's up, there he is. So But I'm going to fish this water in front of me first. Make sure there's nothing in silly to rush through and spook fish. You could, just in front of me here's a good spot. So I just want to cover it first before I have a go at that one. And especially just close to me here. Light's not so good. I can still see the fly okay. I want to try and get as close to that fish as I can before I cover it. The closer you are to a fish, the more likely you're going to hook it. If you're too far away, it's up again. I don't know if you saw that there, but it's just up again. So I want to get a wee bit closer. As I say, the closer you are, the better. If you can get close to the fish without spooking it anyway. The main time of casting distance is the fish are really spooky and you can't get near them. I want to fish this area in front of me first. Yeah, I've got a dry droplet. I mean, I've got the nymph off the dry. I may take it off. Just focus on the dry because that fish is coming up to the dry. It's quite simple to take it off. Or even it's just replace the nymph with a dry, another dry, which is a good method. It gives you a chance of the fish taking either. I wonder, well, for this one I'm going to keep it on in case it goes for the nymph. Once I get in line with this stone here, I should be able to cover it. Still haven't got a back cast, so I have to cast sideways. First thing I'm going to do is make sure my fly is dry. Sometimes best to wait till it rises again, just to make sure where he is. But I've seen him rise about 3 times, so I heard another fish there. I don't know where that was. I think it was a fish anyway. That should cover him. Nope. Okay, let me make sure my fly is dry. That should be close. See a couple of dries coming down there. Right there. Nope. There's a trout further over there. I think that fish I heard was just up in front of me here, so I'm just going to cover that area. There's a fish there. Getting water, that one's going to be an issue here. So I cast sideways, I know it. Out we go, there we are, perfect. Oh, that was a good trout to go clean out the water for a fly there. I don't know if you saw that, I think the camera picked it up. Oh, there's another one. A wee hatch going on here. I may have to just fish her single dry. Oh, there we go. Well, the battery went flat as I hooked that fish. I hope you saw the take okay. It's a nice wee brown trout. It's lovely condition. I've obviously landed it. It took the marks brown, so there he is. Lovely fish. We'll let him go back. So there we are. Battery goes down as I catch a fish. Anyway, so manky. So changing the battery doesn't take long, but you've got to obviously, I don't know if you know a GoPro, but you've got to dismantle it practically to get a battery in it, which is something I don't like doing. But anyway, I'm going to dry my March brown that I've got the fish on. So Dynamite Harry. So I think it was actually that fish that we saw rising. I saw another one. There's one further over. I'll dry my fly. There's one just over here. See if I can get him interested. No. Make sure my fly's dry. Get it back over. I mean, the fish, they're reacting to the fly hitting the water. Just like the first fish, the first fish I got, the fish took as quick as it hit the water. And that did the exact same, so you've really got to be quick. And there's one a good distance over there. I don't wanna... Again, he's dived at a fly, came right out the water, and it was over, it covered it, but I'll try further up. Okay, I've changed to a Dynamite Harry, a green mouse. There's just the one fish, I've got the two fish there. I've seen rising. Just going to make sure it's dry. Picking up and then stopping. They're not exactly rising consistent, so it's really Unless it drops in their nose or does something, I think they're having a go at it. Anyway, as I say, I'll put on. Oh, there we go. Right, just got it in the right area. Seen it coming all the way. Nice wee brownie. In a beautiful condition. It's actually, it's bigger than I thought actually. There we go. I'm just going to handle them out, just nice and easy. There we are, beautiful fish. Thank you, as they say. Change into the single dries, paid off. There's one just slightly further down. You see, you've got to get, I rose him. Got to get it right in their nose. I missed that, so hopefully he might come back. I want to see the fly first, I think. Normally I like to fish a dry up to a fish. When the dry's below you, you've got to fish below you. You allow them to turn. Yep. Yeah, that's about the right area. Yep. We'll change then, we try and give that a rest. See if I can rise this fish over here. There's a nice trout rose over there. Hasn't been up for a while, like, but I know there's a fish in that area. Good to see the rain stopping. I think I'll go down to the stream just to see if there's anything. It's went quiet here. Got a couple of trout at it and missed one, so we'll head down, a wee quick go. See if there's anything. Okay. Came down, soaking. Glad the rain stopped just now. I mean, kind of drenched a wee bit, but we'll see if there's anything. I can see a couple of flies flying about, but just take my time. I've still got just the dry on. It's always when you start walking, you end up rolling the leader around your rod. Give us time to watch the water while we can unroll it. See the odd duns in the water there. Okay, what I've done, I've still got my green wheels on, but I've piggybacked the double winged Doon because it's quite dark. It's an ideal one for this type of sort of weather, as they say. So putting 2 flies on will increase your chances of hooking up. Much as like putting an info in. Just I want to, in this rough water, it gives you a couple of goes, or the fish a couple of goes. Yeah, I'm just using so just straight through a bit of tippet. It's 5x, I think. Fishing off the edge here. Finally I've got a back cast I can actually cast. Just keeping it a decent back cast. Dries your fly. Thing is not to fish too far out along this edge here. The fish, they say, will come in. I'm not going to spend too much time. It's a wee quick go. Oh, there we go. Quick as it hit the water there. It took the green rolls. It's not a big fish. But anyway, quick as it hit the water, it took it. There he is. Lovely wee fish. He's kind of fankled himself up in the leader. There we go. Whoop. Oh dear. He's caught up in the tail fly. Sometimes that happens. He's not actually caught, he's just wrapped himself in nylon. Jagged my finger. There's away. That's the problem with having 2 flies. You get a chance that happens. You end up with a kind of like a bird's nest, but we'll see if we can sort it out. Anyway, it's another fish. They're quite thin in the ground, so getting one was good. I'll just try and sort my cast out. Okay, I've just taken off. I got a right fankle there because of the dropper, so I've took it off and just back to a single fly. So we'll try again. We'll just along the edge here. Okay, I've come up a bit up to where we got the fish earlier, and we'll have a look at it before we go further up to the pool at the top that I normally fish before I head back to the car. So wee quick look. Dry my fly. I can anyway. Nothing's dry. Everything's soaked. So there was a fish. Well, I rose a good three times I think I did. And I never shagged it once. I know where he is. He was just out there. Because there was quite a light coloured stone, and he was just off the front of that. So he was. And there's one just, I think, below it as well. Fish are really in good order. I mean, they're in lovely condition, the ones I've had. So, usually at the beginning of the season, sometimes they're a bit suffering from the winter, or sometimes they can be a wee bit thin, but the fish are all in good order. Well fed by the looks of it. It's been a good winter for them. With the rain stopping, or stopped anyway. There was a nice fish rose over there. Another rose in there a bit. Oh dear! Wow! Just as I said, wow! Geez, a rose on. Dear, that was a good fish. Amazing. Just wonder, usually I give them a second or so to recover, or to, I never dragged them, I never touched them. Oh jeez, there's one that I missed that fish too. That probably would have got that one if I just, jeez. Put it back over, see if it comes back up. Seems a good distance away, so chances of hooking them, kind of longish cast. I'm on a wobbly stone, doesn't help much. Make sure my fly's dry. See, I don't really have a back cast to get it out the way I like. Try for this one, it took me there as well while I was waiting. Just came out of nowhere, that fish, so it's just a small fish. Further up there. Oh God, missed that. The head and jumped on top of the fly and I completely missed it. Hope I got that in camera. Jeez. Nice wee trout as well. That'll come over again. Oh gosh. Like acrobats today, I tell you. I think the trick's to get your fly really dry, because they're really coming up for they're reacting to these flies moving, so it's worthwhile even. They're reacting to them hitting the water as well, so basically the fly touching the water and triggers a rise. Dry my fly. Always, every so often, the way these fish are coming to the dries, make sure your fly is really greased up, as they say. Just dried my fly. I'm going to try for this fish again. Just came up the one swell I was trying it, so just pop it. Oh, that was just a wee fish. A wee par, I think. That's what's going to watch now. There's the par will be coming down shortly. Salmon par, that is. And I don't like hooking them, so if I do get a few of them out taking the fly, I try and get out of the way of them. God knows, sometimes you wonder why you miss them. When you see a take like that was you came out of the water on it like my head and tail. Oh, there's another one. Where are we? There we go. Yep. That's going to come over them nice. And plenty of time to see the fly sometimes. These seem to be, that trout there kind of hit the fly when it hit the water. Oh, there we go. I skated the fly a wee bit there. I got him this time. Must be brown trout. It's good. If it's the last fish, it's a nice wee fish as well. Some brown trout. It's a lovely trout. Nice fat trout. Just let him settle. And then just let him sit him on your hand. I'm not holding him, just sitting. Stunning fish, lovely fish. There we are, got him. That's the Dynamite Harry, the Greenwells. Certainly been the best fly. So here we are, folks. Very finished. Well, not finished yet, but what I'll do is I'll go up to there's a pool at the top I like to fish before I head up. So that was a good one. Fly's sitting up nice, so I'll let it drift through there, then I'll reel in and we'll head up. There's the remains of a small shelter. It's not too bad. It's just not much of a route on that. I think it must have been. He was old, obviously. There's a chair. The chair's still there. But anyway, gosh. Oh. Big tree down. Okay, as I said, something I wouldn't do. Go up, but I'm going to go up and fish this pool because I can. The car's parked up top of the hill there. It's a bit steep climb up on this, but I mean I can check this pool out, or these two pools anyway, see if there's any rising before I go up to the car. And you can see these are lovely runs. I've kind of stuck to the bottom end there because you don't have a lot of time, meaning the hatch, meaning hatches, but usually hatches at that time of the day when you're on it, between sort of 11 and sort of 2, 3, depends. The hatches kind of, there's some olives there, same one there. That's a lovely pool. Okay, so now again, this is really good with the nymphs, and it's good with the wets. Dries, you're looking at the tail end, probably working up for the bottom. You'll be along the edge here. And then there's the pool above is the one I want to look at. There's a wee olive. Lovely. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Yeah. Lovely dark green body, a nice dun coloured wing. Run away. There's another type of fly. It's with a. That's away. Anyway, it's probably why the greenwolves is working. It's a good pattern for that fly. Don't see anything at all. I usually get in. I've got my rod through here. So this area I usually get in. This banking's changed a bit from last year. So I don't like to go in here. I'm going to put my so just when you walk, you kind of wrap your lead around the rod a wee bit. There you go. Really awkward here. And what I want to do is just fish up above me, because there's a big stone just above us here that always holds a fish at times. So see if I can rise anything before I step in. I'm just going to cast. There we go. I see the shadow of the fly coming down, so I can't. Oh, there we go. Right close to the side. Just say it's always nice wee trout. Good. There we are. Right in, right next, close to the side. Beautiful trout. Is I'm fishing wireless. There we go. Just wiggle it. Take it. Careful with them. There we go. So just casting up that edge there. I may have disturbed the trout where I am, but as I say, normally the fish is close up. Quick dry and back up, just in case there's somebody bigger there. Dry and fly. Just sit to the surface and no more. Just the weight right close in. That's it. We'll just a wee bit further up. Yep. It's a good thing about these Dynamite Harry flies. You can be half blind and still see them okay. Which helps. I'm lucky. Oh jeez, hooked the branch. Really good cast. Not. Just turned over too well. I don't want to lose my fly, so I'm going to go up. I'll pause the camera now. I've got my fly back. I've obviously come up and I want to fish this area here. I want to just, it's really hard. I need to go out a wee bit. I'll test the wellies, well, waders anyway. It's good not to feel wet because I was getting to a point every time I was going out I was soaked. There's the run I want to fish is just over there and then here. Just a wee quick cast, just off the back of this stone. It's usually quite good. I've not seen any fish move. Just that one wee trout under the tree there before I hooked the branch. But I'll give this a wee cast. Seeing that I'm down in the water. See if I can rise a fish. It'll be a good pull. With the wets, but it's only a quick cast here in front. It's a nice wee rise, a run here. A bit further down there, I quite fancy. Just going to lengthen my cast and let it drift down towards the tree. Always worth a cast. Just like the fish I got there, it was really close, so back over. Well folks, that's us. Just going to slowly work my way back into the side here. I've had a good, say about good 3.5 hours on the river. I'm not sure how many fish I've got, but I've got some fish, that's the main thing. The first day out. The dry fly is the boss today. I'm sure if I fished some nymphs and some dries, some wets, I may have caught one or two more, but I was happy with that. Jeez, this is sinky. A lot of sand and muck on this side. Anyway, there's a fly. It did most of the damage. So, Dynamite Harry Greenwells. Baby pattern. Did well. With dull weather, you just kind of dull fly. Oh, gosh, this is sinky. You get out the water, and then we'll. As long as I don't lose my boots in this. It's not so bad at the side. So. Well, there we are, finally get out. I'll head back to the car. I'm going to head up the way, so anyway, I've had a good, as I say, 3 hours, 3.5 hours with some nice trout. Conditions not the best in the world, but not the worst either. So anyway, we'll be back soon, hopefully. The next day on here is on Friday, so we'll see how it goes. So anyway, everyone, I'll look up the river because there's a nice view up the river. So I hope you enjoyed the day as much as I have, and I'll definitely be looking to get some more studs. They're a bit slippy in the old boots, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, thanks for watching.